Imagine a world where every person has an identical twin, a parallel being sharing the same DNA, appearance, and perhaps even thoughts. This is not a mere flight of fancy, but a fascinating dive into the science of twins. Let's delve into the world of genetics, where the miracle of twinning begins. Twinning is a phenomenon that occurs during the early stages of embryonic development. In this case, a single fertilized egg, known as a zygote, splits into two identical embryos. These embryos share the exact genetic blueprint. They are carbon copies of each other right down to the DNA. As such, they grow into individuals who are identical in appearance and often in behavior and predilections as well. This shift from the birth of singletons to twins becoming the norm would have profound implications on numerous fronts. On a genetic level, the population would be characterized by a high degree of genetic similarity. This might lead to a reduction in genetic diversity, a crucial factor that fuels evolution and aids in the survival of species. However, it could also potentially reduce the incidence of genetic disorders, as harmful mutations could be less likely to manifest. From a psychological perspective, the dynamics would be intriguing. Twins often share deep emotional bonds and uncanny similarities, even when raised apart. This could lead to a society where empathy and understanding are heightened, as each individual has a living mirror reflecting their own self. Yet it could also lead to challenges in carving out individual identities, as the line between the self and the other becomes blurred. The social implications are equally profound. A world of twins would necessitate a reimagining of social structures and relationships. The bond between twins might become the primary relationship, transforming family dynamics and societal norms. The birth of twins would become the norm, not the exception, leading to profound implications. This thought experiment invites us to ponder the complexities of identity, society, and the human condition. It's a glimpse into a parallel universe, one that holds a mirror up to our own world and challenges us to reconsider what we know about ourselves and each other. In this world of identical twins, the concept of individuality takes on new meaning. The idea of being one of a kind, distinct, unique, these notions are fundamentally challenged. If everyone has an identical twin, a mirror image of their physical self, how does one maintain their sense of uniqueness? In this parallel universe, the cornerstone of identity becomes less about physical appearance and more about the nuances of the mind, the subtleties of personality, and the richness of our experiences. Personal identity then transforms into a complex tapestry woven from these intricate threads of individual thought patterns, life experiences, and personal choices. The dynamic between twins in this world could usher in a new level of empathy and understanding. Imagine having a companion who shares your genetic blueprint, a partner who truly understands you because they are, in essence, you. This could lead to a deep bond, an unparalleled connection that transcends the typical human relationships we know today. On the flip side, this could also breed a sense of constant comparison, a relentless pressure to differentiate oneself from their twin. This drive for distinction might lead to a heightened emphasis on personal development, pushing individuals to explore new avenues of self-expression and creativity. In this world, identity is not a solitary journey but a shared exploration, a dance between sameness and difference. Each person would have a mirror reflecting their own self, challenging our ideas of individuality. The existence of an identical twin for every person would inevitably reshape our social structures and relationships. In this world of mirror images, familial structures would likely undergo a significant transformation. The bond between twins could become the cornerstone of family dynamics, potentially surpassing the traditional parent-child or sibling relationships in importance. This unique bond, born out of shared genetics and mirrored experiences, could become the defining feature of family life. Societal dynamics would also shift in response to the twin phenomenon. Relationships outside the family, from friendships to romantic partnerships, could be influenced by the presence of an identical twin. The dynamics of these relationships could change as each individual navigates the world not as a singular entity but as part of a pair. Education systems would likely adapt to this new reality as well. Schools could move towards a model that emphasizes collaborative learning and shared experiences, leveraging the unique dynamics of twin relationships. Curriculums might be designed to foster cooperative learning, promoting a sense of unity and shared understanding. In this world, even the concept of individual achievement could be redefined as the line between personal accomplishment and shared success becomes blurred. Competition could give way to collaboration, and the pursuit of individual excellence could become a shared endeavor. The ripple effects of a society composed entirely of twins would be far-reaching, touching every aspect of life from familial ties to societal norms. The bond between twins might become the primary relationship, overshadowing other familial ties. A world of twins would not only affect social dynamics, but also the economic and legal landscapes. Imagine, if you will, the birth of new industries catering specifically to the needs of twins. Fashion houses could create identical clothing lines for twins, while the travel industry might offer twin package deals. The entertainment industry could see a rise in twin-centric films and television shows. The possibilities are endless, and the economic impact significant. But on the flip side, the twin phenomenon would also pose unique challenges. Take, for instance, the justice system. The presence of an identical twin complicates matters of identity verification. How would law enforcement differentiate between two individuals who share the same DNA, the same fingerprints, the same face? Would traditional methods of identification become redundant in this twin world? Consider also the implications for culpability. If a crime is committed, how would we ascertain the guilty party when two individuals are genetically identical? Would both twins be held accountable, or would we need to develop new legal principles and procedures to ensure fair treatment? And then there's the question of inheritance. In a world of twins, would the usual rules of succession apply, or would we need to rethink the distribution of wealth and property? The presence of an identical twin complicates matters of identity verification and culpability, presenting new challenges to our legal system. A twin world, it seems, would require us to rewrite not just our social norms, but our economic and legal rules as well. The ethical landscape in a world of twins would be dramatically altered. It's fascinating to think about the potential ethical debates that would arise in such a world. The existence of identical twins, natural clones if you will, would undoubtedly breathe new life into the discussions around genetic engineering and cloning. Cloning, the creation of a genetically identical copy of a living being, would no longer be a concept confined to the realms of science fiction. It would be a daily reality, a fact of life. So, how would our moral compass react to this shift? The process of cloning, often viewed with apprehension or outright opposition, might lose its controversial edge. After all, if nature is routinely producing identical individuals, would artificial replication still be considered unethical? Similarly, genetic engineering, the direct manipulation of an organism's genome, would enter uncharted territory. If we all had an identical twin, a mirror image sharing our genetic blueprint, would altering that blueprint still be viewed as a breach of nature's code? These questions highlight the complexities of ethics in a twin-dominated world. It would challenge our understanding of what is natural and what is artificial. It would force us to reconsider our definitions, our boundaries, and our moral obligations. The lines between natural and artificial life become blurred in a world where everyone has an identical twin. In this landscape of mirrored identities, we would be prompted to explore new ethical frontiers, redefining our relationship with nature, science, and ultimately, with ourselves. A world of identical twins is a mirror held up to our current society. It's a vibrant reflection of our collective values, fears, and aspirations. Our values, they aren't just about what's right or wrong, but about what we cherish as unique or common, what we uphold as individual or shared. Our fears, they aren't merely about the unknown or the uncertain, but about losing our identity in a sea of sameness or finding our identity in an ocean of others.